let's jump right into this explainer. The 2026 World Cup is officially underway across the US, Canada, and Mexico. It's a massive global spectacle, right? But there is this huge story bubbling just under the surface of the games that almost nobody is actually talking about. We're not talking about the players on the field today, and we're not even talking about the traditional referees. We're talking about artificial intelligence. So today we're going to break down how AI is quietly becoming a literal co-official in the world's biggest sport, and why this is an absolutely crucial shift for literally everyone watching. Section 1. The broadcasting distraction. So if you've been online lately, you've probably heard the loud, buzzing news that YouTube and TikTok just became preferred platforms for this tournament. And yeah, the surface-level story is entirely focused on these giant streaming deals and recap videos. Most channels are going to spend their time chasing highlight reels and analyzing media rights. But honestly, we're going to dismiss that surface narrative right out of the gate because that is simply not the real story here. What you might think the story is all about those streaming deals. But what the story actually is? It's AI. The real game changer isn't the matches themselves, it's what is actually watching the matches. Artificial intelligence has basically been handed this unprecedented level of authority, and the sheer scale of it is completely staggering. Which brings us to Section 2, the AI instrumented pitch. We are literally looking at the most AI instrumented event that the sport of football has ever run. And to really wrap our heads around what that means, we've got to look at the numbers. First up, 104 matches. 48 teams. This is literally the biggest tournament in the entire history of the sport. The pure, sheer volume of action happening across these 104 matches, well, it requires a completely unparalleled level of technological oversight. Get this, before the tournament even kicked off, every single player got digitally scanned, and it only takes 1 second per scan to generate a complete, full 3D body model of a player, down to their exact bodily dimensions. Why go to all that trouble? Well, think about the chaos of a live match. Bodies overlap all the time, human camera operators completely lose the angle. By having these exact 3D models, an AI system can track every individual player on the pitch with flawless precision, no matter where they're running or who happens to be standing right in front of them. It's wild. Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds, the tech inside the match. Okay, so how does all this intense preparation actually operate once the whistle blows? Well, the absolute cornerstone here is semi-automated offside technology. Basically, the system uses dedicated AI cameras positioned all around the stadium, combined with little sensors embedded inside the actual match ball to detect offside calls in real time. And then it instantly alerts the human officials. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so it's just a slightly faster version of instant replay, right? A cool little upgrade. But no, actually, it is profoundly different. Under the old technology, players were only flagged if they were roughly 50 centimeters offside. I mean, that's basically catching blatant errors only. But this year, under this new AI precision tech, that threshold has dropped down to a mind-blowing 10 centimeters. 10! This is a machine catching tight calls that human eyes literally could never process in real time. It completely, fundamentally changes the boundaries of human error in the game. And honestly, the offside calls are just the tip of the iceberg. The whole AI arsenal being deployed here is massive. Referees are running around wearing body cameras equipped with AI-powered stabilization, which instantly smooths out motion blur, so broadcasts get this perfectly clean first-person view. Remember those sensor balls we just mentioned? They get charged for 90 minutes, last for 6 hours, and they're constantly feeding live position data straight into the AI. Off the pitch, Lenovo has built entire digital twins, like full AI simulations of all 16 stadiums just for crowd and security monitoring. Meanwhile, national teams are actively using an AI analytics tool that's been trained on over 2,000 football-specific metrics per player, per match. And even the fans are in on it, with Google injecting its Gemini AI right into the fan experience for live scores and AI-generated recaps. I mean, it is an absolute, total saturation of artificial intelligence. Section 4, overruling the human eye. I want you to pause for a second and just think about all that predictive power we just talked about, because we've honestly reached a true philosophical climax here. Just listen to this. For the first time in the sport's history, a machine is allowed to overrule what a human referee's eyes just told them. We're not just using tech to review human decisions anymore, we are actively deferring to the machine as the ultimate authority. And that single sentence, it's going to define a whole lot more than just the future of football. Let's look at Section 5, the ultimate trust test. So this brings us to the broader societal stakes of this massive live technological experiment.
You see, this tournament is the biggest live test artificial intelligence has ever had in front of a global audience. We're talking about billions of people watching AI make real-time, high-stakes judgment calls right before their own eyes. Now, if this works smoothly, AI officiating absolutely goes mainstream across all sports. But the really crucial point is that this whole referendum on human trust, it doesn't just stay on the soccer field. It's the exact same trust equation required for self-driving cars, for AI medical diagnoses, and for literally every high-stakes AI decision coming next in our society.
So I want to conclude this explainer with a lingering thought for you to take away. You might have clicked into this thinking we were just going to chat about a streaming deal, but we are actually talking about humanity handing over real authority to a machine in real time in front of more witnesses than almost anything in human history. So ask yourself, if billions of people start implicitly trusting an AI to make the final call on a soccer field, how long until they trust it everywhere else too? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and we'll see you in the next one.